Hello again, my students. Today we are going to talk about quantifiers. What the meaning of quantifiers? Let's have a look to know what is it. Quantifiers are words that help you count. What? So quantifiers are words that help you count. Now, if you remember the last lesson, it was about countable and non-countable. Now we have to know that the quantifiers, some of them we use them with countable nouns, and some of them are used with non-countable nouns, and some are used with both. So some quantifiers we use them with countable nouns, some with non-countable nouns, and some with both, with countable and non-countable nouns. Okay? Notice that some quantifiers that we are going to talk about them now, some of them for countable nouns always take a singular noun, and some always take a plural noun. What does that mean? Like, for example, we can say we have the quantifier each. For example, each. We can say each car. Each car. So each we use it for countable nouns, and car is a countable noun, but it's singular countable noun. Singular countable noun. So each car. And some of the quantifiers are used for plural nouns. Like, for example, we can say a few minutes. A few minutes. That means what? Minutes is a countable noun. Countable noun. So we use with it what? For example, a few. Okay, so it's a plural countable noun. Now, let's have a look at these quantifiers. We said that some of them we use them with countable nouns, some with non-countable nouns, and some with both of them. Let's have a look at these. Each, each, every, a few, both, several, many. So these quantifiers, we use them with countable nouns. Countable nouns. Each car, every vacation, so singular countable nouns. A few minutes, both creatures, plural countable nouns. Several trips, many aliens, okay? Many aliens. Now, about the non-countable nouns, like for example, little, much, a great deal of. So here we have many for the countable nouns, much for the non-countable nouns. Much imagination, a great deal of work. So we use them with non-countable nouns. What about the quantifiers that we use with both of them, with countable and non-countable nouns? Like for example, no. No tears, no crying. So no tears, no crying. Some department, some space. So some department. Department is a countable noun. So we can use some with countable nouns and also with non-countable nouns like space. Any numbers, any ideas. So numbers, ideas. So we can use them with both. A lot of or lots of tourists or food. Enough apples or water. So these, no, some, any, a lot of or lots of, enough, we use them with both countable and non-countable nouns. So this, what are we going to focus on? These quantifiers that we are going to focus on. Now, you can use only certain quantifiers to express a negative quantity or to ask questions. So just we use only certain quantifiers to express a negative quantity or to ask questions. Okay, just a few of them. Use the following quantifiers with not for negatives. Let's have a look here. In the negative, there aren't many tears. There aren't many. So we use many in the negative. There isn't much. Now, Now we have to know that we have to add not in the negative to know that it's a negative sentence. So there aren't many, isn't much, isn't a great deal of, isn't enough. So many, much, a great deal of, and enough, we can use them in the negative with adding what not. In the questions like this, are there many? Is there much? Is there a great deal of? Is there enough? So many, much, a great deal of, enough, we can use them in the negative and the questions. Okay? And here we have some examples on some another quantifiers that we can use maybe with the countable nouns, non-countable nouns, and both. But I want you just to focus on what I talked about already. Note, we have something called little, or a quantifier called little or very little. Little and very little mean that there is not enough of something. That there is not enough of something. But when we say a little means that there is not a lot of something, but there is enough. Here, not enough of something, but a little means there is not a lot of something, but there is enough. Okay? And the same of a few or very few mean that there is not enough of something, but a few means that there is not a lot of something, but there is enough. Okay? So a little and a few means there is not a lot of something, but there is enough. And here we have some exercises. There are what biscuits in the packet? A little or a lot of? We have got what time before the plane leaves? A few or a little? Okay? And here number 3, few of my students remember the third person singular as ending on verbs means that not many students understand, maybe 2 or 3, or some students understand, maybe 6 or 7. None of my students understand, 0 students. So what do you think the meaning of this sentence? What does it mean of these 3? Okay? And that's it. I hope you understand my lesson today. And if you have any question, don't forget to ask. Bye bye.